Thank you for coming to my CSA Day presentation. My name is Ansley Friesz. I'm a senior at Meredith College. I also am a 4+1 student, so I will be pursuing my MBA through Meredith College as well, following graduation this May. I'm an interior design student. I enjoy spending time with my dog. I like cooking and hiking. In traditional years, we would be able to get to know each other and talk a little bit more face to face. But in lieu of that, I'd like to go over my resume a little bit and then talk about my website and some of my professional work. All right, I am going to go through my resume just briefly and kind of what I've worked on throughout my years at school. I have worked with Aquatot Swim Schools for going on 6 years now. I started working there as an instructor, moved my way up working the front desk, and I've been working as their hiring coordinator for quite some time now. I really enjoy being able to interact with people and do interviews. I also just enjoy being able to build relationships with my peers and my bosses as well. I've also had some internships in the interior design field, kind of broadening my scope. I've worked most recently with Ann Wagner Interiors in downtown Raleigh. I worked in the back of the house, ordering samples from reps and working with the junior designer there. I also worked at La Maison, which was in North Hills. I was a sales associate intern with them. I did work with the senior designer there, and I got to work in back of house and come up with mood boards and different inspirations for projects. I also got to work at a staging company in Raleigh. This was really fun to see the behind the scenes of how homes are staged and the different levels of staging, and kind of how it's much more in depth than what you would see on HGTV, which is kind of an overarching theme of this degree is seeing all of the depth that a designer can have in a project. I'm going to move on to my website. This hosts all of the information about myself, personal information, kind of what I enjoy doing, where I'd like to go professionally, as well as some of my projects and serves as a portfolio as well. So just starting off this homepage, business and design, these are the two fields that I am working in and two things that I'm very passionate about. I have three different words up here: design, strategy, and people. Design touches everyone's life in lots of different ways and is a field that encompasses lots of different areas that people don't even think about, whether it's architecture, outdoor spaces, city planning, indoor spaces. Interior designers create functionality and visual beauty, and people I don't think fully understand the depth of our job. Strategy is another thing that I like to focus on a lot and have learned about throughout my time. No matter the company, project, or team, whether you're looking strictly at a business, whether they do finance or something different, or if it's an interior design firm, having good strategy and good execution is essential. And then also talking about people, which is what really motivates me. And I find that this is what makes me the most passionate, whether I'm working on an interior design project and I know that I'm making an impact in someone's life in that way, or if I'm working at Aquatots and I'm working with a new hire and building a relationship with them, I find that people is what pushes me to do my best. My philosophy: business and interior design go hand in hand. So I do believe that these two things work together really well. And I think that pursuing a degree in business will work really good with my interior design degree, whether I decide to open up my own firm or if I go more of a business route within an interior design firm. And this is just a quote from Theodore Roosevelt: "The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people." I definitely believe this one. I'm sure lots of people, if you've ever had coworkers or worked with peers, that this is really important. So just I'll briefly go over the Get to Know Me page. I do encourage you to visit my website if you'd like to look at things a little bit more in depth. It is my first and last name .weebly.com. So this will be at the top of the screen for you to see if you are interested in visiting. So again, as a child, I was very interested in creating floor plans and mood boards. I also was very interested in the environment and the sciences. So having a more green focused a more green focus on my projects was something that I really tried to incorporate and was a very interesting part of the degree for me, was learning how interior designers can have an impact on the environment. And then while pursuing my degree, I discovered a passion for leadership. I did do a mentorship with a regional manager for Aquatots, and got to learn about team building and how to lead a team and hire good people, and really establish those relationships, which was something that I enjoyed. So I decided to pursue my MBA. And here I just have some photos of traveling and different things that I find inspire me. So again, I do encourage you to come check this out if you're interested. Moving on to the My Work tab. This is a rebranding project that we had. This is a sophomore level studio project that focused on the rebranding of a corporate headquarters. I chose Aquatots since I had been working with them for so long and knew the company so well. Their headquarters is located in Mesa, Arizona. And I wanted to kind of give a fresh, very modern spin on this with neutral colors and make it feel more sophisticated. The color scheme of the Aquatots franchises is very bright, very like Crayola colors. And I wanted to make this feel like a very adult space that was also professional and reflected the importance of the work that we do. The applications used in this project were AutoCAD, SketchUp, and InDesign. And again, if you do visit my website, you can view the entire projects with this view button. For the sake of time, I will not go through all of my projects in depth, just to give a little bit of an overview. This next one is hospital design. This is a junior level studio project that created a patient care room. There was a heavy focus on family and friends being present. So I made sure that there was enough room for a full sleeper sofa for families, a mini fridge, as well as a desk area. I wanted it to feel very homey and up class, very different from the more sterile feeling of a traditional hospital room. So again, the applications used were AutoCAD, SketchUp, and InDesign. You can see my floor plans and my SketchUp renderings. We used the application of Podium to create more realistic lighting, which was really fun to play around with and get some fun shadows. Here is a cluster that the website has for me, just so you can glance over stuff and you can click on individual things that are connected to different projects. So you see I have some construction projects here. This is one of the renderings from the interior, or for the rebranding project for Aquatots, as well as just some mood boards that I created when we were first learning how to use SketchUp and Podium. So you can see one here and here as well. So again, just a little cluster. If you're interested, you can click on these to learn a little bit more. The next one that I want to talk about is a commercial and residential design project. This was a mix of the two. This is also a junior level studio project that converted 2 row houses into a combined residential and commercial space. This was a team project, so I worked with a few other women in my class on this project. They wanted to have an art gallery on the first 2 floors, our clients did, in a residential space on the 3rd floor. And we needed to follow universal design for the owners. And we also focused heavily on codes and regulations, as we started to focus on that in junior level classes. We used AutoCAD, SketchUp, and InDesign for this project as well. And it covered a large scope with a lot of research and in the kind of research in the art field and what would be needed in that. So that was different. This last one is an institutional design project. So this one also required a lot of research. This one was a sophomore level studio group project. It was the most research that we had done to date. And we also wanted to make sure that we had a full grasp of what would be needed. This was a project for children with autism. They would need to have a space that met their needs for tactile, and also for the caregivers in the daycare that we were creating, making sure that it fit the needs of everyone in the space. It was really fun to use lots of different colors. We also got to use Revit as well. So you can see the section drawings on the left used Revit, and it was a really fun technology that was time saving, but also ensured the accuracy of the sections. Again, we used AutoCAD for floor plans, SketchUp for renderings, and InDesign for the mood boards. that concludes me going over my projects and a little bit information about myself. If you do come to my website, I have a contact page where you can submit a little email to me, or you can just reach out to me via email, phone, or my LinkedIn. This is hyperlinked, so if you click this, it'll take you to my LinkedIn profile. I would be more than happy to connect on LinkedIn or answer any questions that you guys have. So again, I do thank you for your time today. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the CSA presentations. And I look forward to hearing from some of you. Have a good rest of your day.